salute everybody, man. Thanks to everybody for tuning in. Drop your city and state. Let us know where you're from. I'm about to bring on a great brother. He's an entrepreneur, executive producer. He's manufactured countless hits. One of the big homies put on Yung Joc in the game, filmmaker, author, entrepreneur. Everybody, man, y'all show love in the chat to the great brother Chino Dollar already.
Oh, man, you said a lot, my brother.
You already know, man. You know, it's all love, OG. You know, I got to give you your flowers while you still here, man. Thanks for being the first guest on Masters of Intellectual Thinking podcast channel, my brother. Thanks for your time, my brother. I know you're a busy man, so I'll try to make this interview short and sweet, man, so you can get back to your grind, OG.
Yeah, it's all good.
Ready, man. So how did you first get started in the music industry?
Which music industry?
Yeah.
Well, people, it's two different music industries. You know what I mean?
Well, what was your inspiration to start being a producer? Rather, what was your inspiration?
It wasn't never to be a producer. I guess because I play instruments, so producing just came like second. My inspiration when I first started was Master P. I wanted to do the Master P until I did it. And I realized I done did what a lot of niggas wanted to do. Now I'm going to do something else.
Right.
So I kind of left music after that point. You know, it was like, you know how some people thrive to go, they want to be the P, they want to be the Puff, they want to be, my fuel died quick. After a #1 album, a #1 single, platinum and Grammys, it was like, man, I done did it. What else can you do? Get more of the same?
Right.
I was just like, man, you know.
That's a bit.
I said, I'll come back to it when the fire hits me again. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
And 15 years later, the fire just now hit me again. You know what I mean?
It's because I always give you your flowers or whatever, man, because you was a big influence and mentor in me starting my music career back in 2005. So what's the difference between 2005, where the whole music as a whole is, compared to 2023? What's the difference?
It's like a double-edged sword. Some things were better back then. Now some things are better. For example, you can build a grassroots following. You know what I mean?
Right.
A cult following, right? And take it right to those people at the push of a button. You know what I mean? Everybody walking around with their phone. You got TuneCore, Distro, you know, different things that you can just get yourself, like what I got back here.
Yeah.
Record your shit, mix. Half the cats ain't mixing, they ain't mastering. You know, they're using little programs, getting it sounding halfway decent, and they're going straight to the market. You know what I mean?
Right. So once,
right, we couldn't do that. You had to actually get out in the street. You know what I mean? You had to make people enjoy what you were producing to move it to the next level. You know what I mean?
Right.
And with that being said, it took a lot more resources. You know what I mean? You had to have a lot more money. You had to have a bigger network for as hand-to-hand with people. But we built real relationships. So that was the good thing about back then. Now you can sit in your and you can touch the people who just you know, you just deal with those people and make you some money. But
right.
You know, it's a lot quicker right now. It's microwave.
Yeah. And that's what, you know, I feel like there's not too much of a fulfillment, because I remember, you know, being in the back of your white, you know, big body Escalade, I think that you had, man, and just seeing you produce, hit multiple clubs in like one night with Joc single going down, and just to see the work that you put in for that, man, like I always remember, I'm like, man, like this brother's like, these brothers is doing this. So just to having that hand-to-hand interaction, grassroots grinding out the trunk, hand-to-hand, I miss that fulfillment. I mean, in Texas, artists still, you know, jump out the trunk with the CDs, and because people still like buy physical merch here, like in Texas, like Paul Wall, Chameleon, or Zero, Slim Thug, like they still got dedicated loyal fans that actually buy CDs. But just to piggyback off what you're saying, man, I think streaming and social media, it's quick access for people to hear your music, but it's very, very microwavable for sure. Absolutely.
Yeah, hit today and gone tomorrow.
Absolutely.
You know, everybody trying to go viral, but viral don't mean you built a fan base. You know what I mean? That mean they were just on the wave of what's hot today. You know what I mean? But are they gonna go put you in and listen at your album and hear what you?
Right.
No, I don't. Like we actually sold albums. You know, if you go back and you look at Boys in the Hood, you look at Joc, you look back at Shorty Low, so albums.
Yeah.
I mean, mixtape was selling, drama was booming.
Oh, yeah.
Want to hear more of the artists.
Yeah.
Now you give me a song, my nigga, I'd listen and we done with you. Who got something else?
What was the inspiration of writing this great book right here, my brother, A Hustler's Dream, and not to mention the 10 rap commandments? What was your inspiration on writing these books, my brother?
Well, the unfortunate event going to the bed kind of like put me in a space where, how can I say, I didn't want to waste my time, letting the time do me. I didn't want to get caught up in the prison politics.
Right.
Because, you know, it's a lot of gambling, it's a lot of smuggling, drugs, cigarettes. However you can make a dollar.
Right.
You know, it's the same thing that's going on in the street.
Right.
Go to prison. You know what I mean? So let that be told, killed everything.
Yep.
Poked up, stabbed. You know, it's a lot of going on. And when I came in, I had individuals that were like, hey, man, that's so-and-so. Didn't know. But certain people like from Atlanta or whatever, or Georgia or different places be like, that's shawty so-and-so. So many people words started going around the prison. They was like, everybody asked me the same over and over and over. And niggas be like, man, you need to write a book. You need to write a book. So I was like, I had started writing, but I was writing like fiction stories. You know what I mean? That I could just, you know, entertainment. And the guy was like, man, if wasting your time, right? Yeah, they sell, you can always double back and write that. But tell a story about how I was coming up in this. Because a lot of people inspired to do what y'all accomplished, you know. Just tell your thing about you being famous or nothing like that. It's about enlightening people on how hard it is. Some of the things that you go through to make it to that level. You know what I mean? And what some of the, so I was like, you know what? I'm tired of motherfuckers asking me what happened, how did the process, how you get the deal, you know, certain things.
Yeah.
So I'm going to put it in a book form. You know, to entertain my brothers locked up because you don't get a lot of entertainment.
Right.
So if they can read that takes their mind outside of those walls is a blessing. You know what I mean? So I just wanted to give them a little game while they was reading. You know, so when they got out, they can think back to my story, started from nothing.
Right.
So let me do my thing. You know, just motivates them. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, my brother. It's a great book, man. And I appreciate the shout out in the book too, man. I was like, oh, whoa, you know, when I first read out loud, man, fam, you know, shouted me out, man. I appreciate the love. But it's a great book, especially the 10 rap commandments, because you give, it's like, you know, like you said in like another guest interview that you said, you know, the 10 rap commandments is like a Bible for music people that are in there. And one thing that you always told me when I was like 19 years old, man, it's still like wet behind the ears that time when I was in Atlanta with you, like you always told me, it's 90% business, 10% music. And I never forgot that somebody said book, what book? This is the great brothers Chino Dollar's book right here. It's A Hustler's Dream, and it's on www.chinodollar.com. It's a great book, and also the 10 rap commandments. I go check that out. But yeah, so this
it's crazy you brought up the book because right now, as long as I had the book, that's why you do things and you watch things manifest, right?
right.
Just right now, years later, just now offer me a book deal.
Wow, man.
Stores and everywhere. That was independently, you know what I mean? And my distributor went out of business.
Right.
So I pulled back because I'm out here trying to put together, so I didn't look for another distributor. But as of today, well, yesterday, actually, we got the phone. Today, we got a meeting. Tonight, I got to get ready to go. Be at like 7:38. Fucking book deal. You know what I'm saying? Years and years later, I'm like, shit. And now they talking about, you know, going from the book to the documentary.
Man, you know, since 2015, man, you hit the ground running, man. Like some of them letters that you wrote me, man, when we was writing each other when you were gone, you told me I'm hitting the ground running, man. So just to see you, you know, just, you know, be home since 2015 and come out here taking care of business, man. You just really just getting the fruits of your labor and just getting the recognition that you deserve, great brother. So, you know, you deserve it all, my brother. And I'm just, you know, it's always a pleasure to have that, you know, have that bond with you, my brother, and just look at you as a mentor and just a great brother that's always been in my corner and always
running yet. We've been a jet setting now. You know, the way they talking is, you know, cause before, and I tell people all the thing, you got to be cognizant of decisions you make in your life, right?
Absolutely, choices for sure.
Or I hear, you know, behind the scenes because of what I was involved in.
Right.
You hear a lot of, you know, they always talk about, oh, I was in the street doing this and doing that. As you know, personally, I was in the street. It ain't no secret. You know what I'm saying? It was was what it was at the time. So I had to play the game a little different than
Right.
other cats. You know, I couldn't put my face everywhere. I couldn't want to be a star in everybody's face because of that was going on. But now all this behind me,
Yeah.
you know, clean. I can do what the want to do. I can have fun. I can dance around and jump on the table. Niggas can look at me crazy. And I can be like, free, I'm happy.
Yeah,
You
absolutely.
niggas got to play tough. I ain't got to play tough. I done been tough for real.
Yeah.
Like, I've been out here for real with the real goons and wolves and sharks all over the world, not just in Georgia, but Texas, New York, Miami, to everywhere, man. I done been in the swamp, so I done survived it.
Yeah.
Now, I ain't got that burden on my back or where I got to not live. But when you in that life, you are not living. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're a walking corpse, man, because if you ain't got peace of mind in your life, you're on the wrong path. And
ain't no peace. You worry about the Fed, worry about the niggas robbing you, worry about abusing you. Everything in your life is a worry, a stress. You know what I mean?
Right.
I'm like, I don't give a my boy. I'm gonna enjoy life at this point. So now I can promote the book. I can do the documentary. You know, I can actually do things that I should have been doing then.
Right. Absolutely,
I tell
man.
people, be wise in your choices. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because
absolutely.
Enter the entertainment industry, man, you got to square up.
Yeah. Yep.
I mean, it just is what it is. You gotta, and it ain't really squaring up. I mean, walk straight. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Because you can get it all and lose it like this. Look how many brothers we got in the penitentiary or in the grave because they still want to live like they're in the street. And you got all this money at your fingertips. Bro, I'll never forget what made me stop using the phone, stop worrying about the outside. Told my girlfriend, go on with her life. Live was I call home one night, right?
Yeah.
Elvis answered the phone and he was like, bro, we won. I'm like, won what? He like, got the Grammy for C.E.O. Beyonce. Got the Grammy.
Yep, I remember that. Yep.
And in my mind, it just went through missing. Nigga, you know what I'm saying? What I was missing. I was like, you know what? I can't even talk because it'll keep me stuck, you know, in the world thinking about my mistake. You got to straighten up when you get that break and that opportunity. I tell all my young guys, hey man, straighten up. You got to walk right. You got to do certain stuff. You know, you look at my nephew now. You look at Fujiano, locked up, gone. After he done got the break of what he been trying to get. As soon as he get it.
And Fujiano, he signed with Gucci, right?
Yeah.
Oh wow, man. Oh wow. Dang, man. Dang, I'm sorry to hear that, OG.
You know,
man.
You look at him and it's like, hey man, you followed down the path I went down. His other uncle Shane did 21 years. You know what I'm saying? Just got out early.
Yeah.
You know, you done seen this firsthand.
Yeah.
You still following it. You got an opportunity.
Yeah.
So like we have to say, hey man, I made it. I ain't doing nothing no more.
Yeah. That's the thing, man. So these youngsters, man, like if there's any artists online that's listening to this, any producers, man, like this great brother, you know, sharing his testimony tonight. And yeah, man. Yeah, my brother, you know, once again, OG, I appreciate you for tapping in with me. Like I know you're a busy man, but one more thing before I let you go, man, is if what type of words of encouragement that you want to give any artist, any producer to, you know, and one thing I picked up off of you was like you can't be a one-trick pony. So like include myself being an author, an entrepreneur, having a nonprofit, writing comic books with my son, running a record label, like that's predicated for me watching brothers like you. You know what I'm saying? So what can you tell anyone that's trying to come up and navigate in the world, because we just don't want to just fixate on just the music industry, but
believe in what you're doing yourself. Don't nobody else believe.
Right.
Hey, you gotta believe, and you gotta make sacrifices to accomplish what you're gonna accomplish.
Right.
You know,
absolutely.
You can't. How can I say it? You can't let nobody else stop what's destined for you. Right. And you know firsthand, I let everything go to make it. You know, at the time, my family then, I had to, you ain't supporting it, you ain't with it. I'm not going to stop my dream and doing what I know I got to do. I got to go out every night.
Right.
I got to hit the club. You don't like hitting the club? Leave. You got that right to do that. You know, I can't stop what I'm doing.
Absolutely.
Because if I would stop a whole bunch of, look at the effect would have had on a lot of people that's real successful right now.
Yeah, man. People, and that's why I tell people all the time, man, you know, I'll be like, I always, man, hey, man, if it wasn't for no Chino Dollar, man, it wouldn't be a lot of people moving and grooving right now. So I always make sure like I let people know that because I was there. I saw it. You know what I mean? So when I tell people that, they be like, I'm like, man, I was 19 years old. Big Dog was out there making it happen. You know what I'm saying? So like I said,
believe
man,
in what you're doing. Believe it and work for it. And don't let nobody stop you. Like everybody not gonna see your vision.
Right.
And try to get with people that believe in what you believe in. And y'all work because it's easier for you to accomplish stuff with a team. A team that believes. You know what I mean?
For sure.
All of y'all got the same mission. Y'all push for the same thing. Y'all gonna push the door down. You know what I mean? Let somebody else non-belief take a toll on. And I see a lot of people that have great ideas and they stop because they feel like ain't nobody.
Right.
No. One day you're gonna meet that person, that one person.
Yep, I was just about to just take one person, man. That's all it takes is one person, and your life can change forever, man. That is so true, man. Great brother. Well, yeah, fam. I know you a busy man with a whole lot of great things going on, great brother. But once again, thank you for being my first guest on Masters of Intellectual Thinking podcast, great brother.
Yeah. Make sure whoever on here, y'all check out. I got a story to tell on BT Plus.
All right.
The reruns on VH1, and go on Tubi and check out Thanksgiving. It's out there on Tubi. You know, support the movie. Yeah. We going up to the jet set in life right now, man. We out here, man.
Absolutely. And shout out to my homie DJ Young Visual. He actually just put out his new single. He tuning in too, man. So yeah, man. I think you met Visual at the Ja Rule, Joc and Ashanti show too, OG. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. We y'all make sure y'all follow Chino Dollar. Instagram is it Chino Dollar CEO, right?
Yep. Kyle texted the 28th. We're gonna be down in your neck of the woods. I think not the 30th.
It's the 30th. Yep, September the 30th. Yung Joc, Chino Dollar gonna be down here in Texas, and y'all already know we're gonna hold them down and make sure they straight. But y'all go to www.chinodollar.com for merch, books, everything, man. And it's MasterMind Music ATL on Instagram.
Yeah.
Okay, man. Yeah. So y'all follow the big homie, and once again, man, it's always a pleasure to chop it up with you. This really a family affair, man. But once again, fam, thanks for giving me your spare time today. And it's up, great brother. Keep pushing. Y'all put God first, and thank y'all for tuning in to Masters of Intellectual Thinking podcast. We out.
Appreciate you for having me, man. I'm proud of you, man. Keep pushing, man.
Yes.
Don't stop, man. Keep doing what you're doing.
Oh, man, thank you, great brother, and thanks, and one more thing. Something else that you told me in 2005 before I came back to Texas, you say, man, I'm putting some jewels in your pocket. You either leave them on the ground or you put them in your pocket, man. And I most definitely put them jewels in my pocket, man. And look at me now, OG. So thank you for teaching me how to write music, how to put songs together, and just how to grind, man.
Tell me that song we did, man. What that song is? The one that you had me end up rapping on.
Oh man,
what that song
bring back my money, man. I actually do, man. I got bring back my money and down in Texas, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I got both them joints.
What's down in Texas? That's a mixtape or something?
It was that country Texas beat, man. Like you had me kind of rapping like Pimp C on it, man. You know what I'm saying?
Send me that. Yeah. Which one did I rap on?
Bring back my money.
Send it to me. Email it to me. I want to hear. Send me both up.
Already, OG, for sure, man. But hey, thanks everybody for tuning in, man. Y'all follow Chino Dollar, the great brother doing great things, man. And Masters of Intellectual Thinking, we out, man. Until next time, one love. Already.